The theme today is communication and information management in adult care setting. Communication is a fundamental aspect of interactions. As care managers, it is imperative for us to possess excellent communication skills, excellent written skills, and most importantly, we need to possess active listening skills. Why should we have active listening skills? Because we interact with different people in our daily normalities. Among those people include the clients, the service users, the patients, their relatives, their families, the care workers, the nurses, the doctors, dentists, occupational therapists, chiropodists, and many others. Therefore, once we communicate effectively with them, there is a high possibility that our organizational standards and productivity will improve. In 1965, Stockman was an American psychologist. He designed a communication and team development model. This model, it is one of the easiest and sophisticated which is applied by most of the organization. It shows us the group developments. And as managers, we need to have good understanding knowledge how the groups or the team develop. For example, yesterday when I was teaching the level 5, you the managers, majority of you informed me that you started your own businesses. Now, in the first phase, he mentioned that is a forming phase. You can say that most of your staffs, they don't know each other. They are unclear of the organizational objectives and goals. And in this initial stage, they are happy and positive to accomplish the tasks. That takes us to phase number 2. Phase number 2, conflicts start to arise. Misunderstandings. Some staffs become more assertive than others. That's when the managers will need to come in and intervene to try to create the balance in an organization. And if we don't manage the staff behaviors and communication effectively, that is the moment where the business can actually collapse and fail to proceed. Then from there, we have stage, which is norming. Norming phase, here the team, after fighting, they become together. They come to support each other. They become strong. Good progress for achieving the common objective normally happen. Then from that phase, we proceed to performing phase. Performing phase, that is the phase where all the team members now comes in to support each other. Say for example, if they have assigned a task, everyone is going to be willing to come and support and work together. I'm going to give you an example. In my organization, at one moment we worked with another organization. We subcontracted with them And for us, we are already in performing stage. Whenever they would give us a task, we would support each other to produce the results. Now, the contractors, they were in storming phase. What happened? Even the good work we had done, they would question it. They were just fighting and fighting and fighting, which impacted our performances too. Then from performance stage, we have adjourning phase. Now, based on the example I gave you of the previous people we worked with who were in storming phase, by the time we finished the project, we were so tired. We were so drained. And at this stage, that is the time when a lot of staff say, I need to look for another job. I need to go into a different direction. And if the manager doesn't have good skills, it can affect the entire organization. And once you reach there, again, the process go back and it roll over. What does that mean? That as managers, we need to be well conversant with these stages, how the group develop, and we shouldn't take it for granted because they can reach on certain level, and at any time, the team members can drop back, either in storming, norming, or performing. Therefore, it is very important for us to make sure that we are effective managers in the way how we communicate and how we support our staffs.
I'll just be brief about how we manage our communication systems in the care home or in residential homes, which are quite big.
Yes.
Where people are in different localities and they need communication.
Yeah.
We use a number of gadgets. Like in one of the homes, we have intercoms.
Okay.
Whereby, in case of danger, someone just alerts the other one by just using the intercoms.
Yeah.
Or sometimes we even allow them to use their mobile phones, but we limit the extent to which they use them. Otherwise, they misuse them.
Yeah.
So it's broad. We use computers because we send emails. In the period of pandemic, we've had issues where people had to use various communications because they cannot meet physically. So we had to think how we can communicate through Zoom, through video calls, because sometimes you need to talk to the professionals and you need to show the service users to the professionals. So we use the video calling and show at least they can get the impact. You don't get the physical feel, but at least you can know how someone can, or you can see how someone responds and get the picture of what he means.
Oh, thank you. To complement on what the current speaker has just said, in care sector, we tend to have verbal communication, written communication, and non-verbal communication. Therefore, it is very paramount to ensure that all those systems are used effectively. To the ways or the recommendations we need to suggest regarding communication systems in our organizations. Now, basing on the current situation, the burning issue of COVID-19, all organizations, we need to recommend our staffs to be proficient and effective in application of ICT. We need to be well acquainted to have centralized systems where we can monitor anything which is happening despite of the fact we might be away from the place of work. Thank you so much for listening to me, and I wish you good luck.